Welcome to the kingdom. I'm Chris, and this is Good Enough Gaming. Well, howdy folks, and welcome to this video where I share a little epiphany I had while reading a news article a little while ago about the Terracotta Army. Now, unless you're either under the age of 5, have lived under a rock for most of your life, or somehow avoided the internet for the last 30 years, you've probably heard of the Terracotta Army in China. In 1974, a peasant was digging a well when he stumbled upon the tomb of Shi Huang, the emperor who unified China and established the Qin dynasty. Further excavation uncovered that the tomb included a massive army of life-size statues. The army included almost 8,000 soldiers, including infantry, cavalry, and even chariots. The infantry included units of swordsmen, spearmen, and archers. Now, initially, when archaeologists began excavating the tomb and really exploring this staggering find, they thought that each soldier was individually carved, since they never found any two that seemed identical. Their faces and their posture all seemed to be unique, which made the army even more impressive. 8,000 individual sculptures. Was this army meant to be a reflection of a real one, with each soldier getting their moment of immortality? No, not exactly, though the truth made the discovery even cooler. On further inspection, it was found that the army was built from sets of arms, weapons, and heads that could be attached to one of several forms of torsos, creating the illusion of individuality. Folks, are you picking up what I'm putting down here? The army was assembled from a set of interchangeable bodies, arms, and heads, making it easy to produce and assemble while creating the illusion of uniqueness. Was the Terracotta Army the first wargame army showcase in history? Who knows? Maybe if they dig a little more to the side, they'll find a heap of terracotta sprues, maybe some terracotta green stuff, along with a pile of gigantic clippers and an awful lot of empty bottles of glue. And maybe if they dig up the tomb of some other nobility, they'll find another army, complete with a pile of jade dice that roll absolutely abysmally, stuffed in a bag with coin-shaped rocks that say activated and shaken. The army was even painted, and painted in colors so bright and so clashing that the Eldar would be proud. 8,000 painted models in a single army. Folks, that is why historical war games never do as well as sci-fi and fantasy. Anyone who has ever tried to paint an entire Hail Caesar army knows exactly what I'm talking about. But anyways, back to the paint job. Either it should shame us for not painting our measly armies with hundreds of models when this one had 8,000. I mean, the man conquered and ruled an empire and apparently still had time to paint. Or, more likely, being as rich as a king, he just contracted a painting studio to do it for him. Maybe that commission artist was probably from Vietnam on eBay. I doubt he had the desire to pay the shipping to come from Poland. But either way, sadly, despite all the work and all the Agrax Earthshade he must have gone through into painting it, Qin Shi Huang didn't seal or coat his models, nor did he take care to properly store them in foam trays or stackable clear tubs. So once they were exposed to the air, the paint crumbled off within minutes, instantly creating the largest pile of shame in history. Now I think I understand why China doesn't want to excavate anymore. At current commission prices, the cost of pro-painting 8,000 life-size models is probably more than even they can afford.